watch WWE, and these are the 10 wrestling conspiracies you just won't be able to believe. They're so crazy, you won't believe them. But you gotta believe them, because I'm telling you, and they're real. Number 10, multiple Kane disorder. Or just there being multiple Kanes. Not just one actor played Kane, 2 actors, maybe even 3, 4, 5. We don't know how many actors played Kane, because look at his mask. Look at his mask. Can you see him? Can you see him? Do you know what he actually looks like under that mask? How do you know it's Glenn Jacobs? You don't know it's Glenn Jacobs. You're assuming it's Glenn Jacobs because you're being told it's Glenn Jacobs, but what if it's not Glenn Jacobs? What the? Number 9, Daniel Bryan retired to get Roman Reigns over. Oh, I swear to God. If I find out that Daniel Bryan retired to keep him out of Roman Reigns' spotlight, I swear to God. I mean, think about it. It almost all makes sense, too. Keep Bryan out of the spotlight for another hero to reign supreme. Plus, every other doctor has cleared Daniel Bryan to wrestle except WWE's. And hey, look where they are right now. Number 8, Shawn Michaels' circumstantial title change. Do you get it? I lost my smile. Mr. WrestleMania, the HBK, he's a little bit somewhat infamous for being a backstage dickhead, and if it's true that he's faked the knee injury to avoid dropping the WWF title to Bret Hart out of pure hatred, then yeah. Number 7, Vince McMahon managed ECW. As we all know, McMahon ran WWE and Heyman ran ECW. Nice and simple. But did Vince secretly have some power in the land of extreme? We do know he did a few favors for Paulie dangerously involving pay, and while it was usually just to stick it to WCW, maybe it was something more? Maybe Vince did own a little bit of ECW. Number 6, the Hardcore Recyclable. This right here is the Hardcore Championship. The more observant of you may notice how it looks like a smashed up version of a WWF Championship title. Well, look at this clip. You know what he's doing? You know who that is? That's Mr. Perfect. Number 5, 2 Warriors. Akin to Paul McCartney, people feel that the real Warrior died, he's dead, and later was replaced by someone else. Maybe it was the Remedy. Well, I'm not too sure about this one. People try telling me Sin Cara was replaced too, but I don't believe that shit either. Number 4, McMahon and Russo always worked together. That's right, according to this one, supposedly the world's worst pair of Vinces were always on the same page. That's why Russo left on shaky terms with WWE so he could throw off all the other companies. But instead, what did he do? He went to book horribly for both WCW and TNA. Number 3, the Montreal Screwjob. What kind of conspiracy list would this be if we didn't have the Montreal Screwjob, the be-all, end-all of in wrestling? But what really did happen? What was real? What was fake? What part did McMahon have? What part did Russo have? What did Earl Hebner have against Bret Hart? Why did he betray his best friend? How big is Batista's dick? Number 2, Randy Savage and Stephanie McMahon. Savage and Stephanie sitting in a tree. P-R-O-B-A-B-L-Y fucking. The story goes that when she turned 18, Savage was sleeping around with a very young, still small-breasted McMahon. This happened very near the time that Savage left the company, and considering Savage never returned to the WWE in his entire lifetime, is certainly a little bit questionable. And number 1, Kevin Sullivan kills the Benoits. As the old joke goes, Kevin Sullivan booked his real-life divorce. However, is it possible Kevin got his revenge on the Benoit family? Chris Benoit infamously killed himself and his family. Or it wasn't Kevin Sullivan. Well, it was probably Chris, and I feel just a tiny bit horrible for even saying words at this point. So I'm just going to close this one and move on with my day. Have a great one, everybody. I'm leaving. I don't even know. And that's our list. What are your thoughts? Tell us in the comments below. And if you like what you saw, check out our other work over at Spacebound, Watch 10, Conspiratorial Wrestling, and of course, DWicket. You can follow me on Twitter at DWicketYT. And if you enjoyed, like the video and subscribe for more of the best wrestling content you've ever seen. Thank you all for watching.